Hello and welcome to Cloud Monday. Today's game is Matterfall. I'm streaming this game from the PlayStation Plus cloud streaming service. Let's see what options we have. Not to worry about controls, the game should teach us what we need to know. Always like to do an extra on the brightness. I'll leave that all on. Ooh, controller speaker. If stuff comes out of the controller, I'll put it up to the microphone so we can all hear it. Before we got to the main menu, there was just a little bit of a story. Essentially, alien matter, studied, used, and then it all went downhill from then when it got used in weapons. So, yeah, we got robots, weapons, all using alien matter. People escaped or are escaping. It's our job to deal with it. Now, one of the reasons why I wanted to play this game was to see how the tech would work. It has all the kind of resogun stuff about it. Freelancer, sure. All the particles and shapes and squares and neon colours. It's like resogun, but I think this is a running side-scroller type game. So it'd be interesting to see how that holds up if the stream degrades on us, if the resolution drops, if there are stream tears, if there are hitches and whatnot. But as it is, we're doing alright. It feels like we're getting the full, I assume it's 1080. Ooh. Oh, one jump, okay. Oh yeah, it is aim and fire, okay. You see all these little crystals, it's kind of also like knack as well. So like Resogun, like knack, we got all these particle effects on screen. L and L1, okay. Oh, stun, okay. Cool. R1, L1, okay. Doesn't stun for long. You can see the stuff's happening out there. Look at all those tentacle particle things happening. A little bit of frame issues. Kind of for just a moment, squares. So in L1. Oh, okay, it's like a shield. You can see there is a multiplier. Like ours is only 0.1 because... Oh, you see that macro blocking. So instead of fine detail, we get squares of colour. So having jump on R1 is taking a little bit to get used to. And instead of the macro blocking affecting what our character's doing, it affected mostly the background, and it was quite weird. Huh, sorts itself out again. I don't know too much about this game, other than I wouldn't say it nearly caused Housemarque to fail as a company, but okay, checkpoint. That's interesting, because it looked like it saved on the bottom right as well. So with these online games, we're also looking at how well the game's mechanics and design, how well it works as being streamed. The PlayStation Plus service, when it wants to kick you off, will give you a 20-second warning. So how far away are you from checkpoints? How far away? You know, it's... Ah!
How low?
Okay, that was a little rough that time. I keep reaching for jump. I've got to be careful with that. Kind of like Resogun, where you had to also find civilians. Yeah, we had a little bit of break up there. Anyway, my only memory of this game, because it came out like 2017, was that it didn't do well for Housemarque, and caused some concern whether or not the company would still be going, if I'm honest. Alright, so L1. Is it L1? Can I squeeze down there? Run down? Don't think I can get in there.
Multiplier up.
It blocks them, but I can shoot through it, okay. I can't do them because I need to stun them. Yeah, it's not a bad tutorial, this game. And another checkpoint, so that's good. The more chances you have to save, the more checkpoints the game have, the more suitable it is for being played from the cloud. With only a 20-second deadline, you've got to hope for the best. Whoa, okay. So L and L1.
Multiplier lost.
It's a bit of a cool vibration when that comes up.
Hello.
And I'm gone. Okay. I'm not saying I'm dead because it's a bad game. I'm saying I'm dead because this is a different type of game. I'm not used to this. So it's taking a little bit to get used to. Thankfully, reloading doesn't take long, which is also great. There we go. Progress. Now we've got a green bar and the blue bar, and the green bar is obviously health, but I still haven't really worked out what the blue bar is for. Cool effect though, look at that. Ooh, nice. Haha, trophy. Okay, and it's nice. This is the second time we've had one of these, and it's still reminding us. I do appreciate that. The first chapter, first level of the first chapter, so it's nice that it's, you know, it's keeping us, reminding us what's happening. Whoa. I thought I got that. I guess I didn't. Does it save? Okay, it's not a checkpoint, it's not great, but look at that effect. You have to remember this is a fairly early PS4 game, so it does look really cool for one of those.
Overcharge ready.
Activate overcharge. Oh, look at all these particles on screen. And it mostly held up. Right at the end there was a little bit of a break up. Wonder if you can do a manual save. Ah, there isn't one. It's a bit of a bummer. Manual saves are always better.
0G.
What do I do then?
Multiplier lost.
Ah, this stun doesn't last very long. I wonder if there's going to be upgrades that will do things like increase the stun length. I'm assuming that's a bomb.
Overcharge ready. Health
Ah.
low.
We're being so early on, you'd, I guess, kind of expect there to be more health options, but there we go. We have to pick it up from the enemies. But like I said before the game, there was a little bit of story, and the story set the world up, and mostly what we played so far makes sense with the story we've been told, which is great. But it kind of does a better job of setting up a unique world with unique weapons and abilities, better than if you're familiar with the video I did on Outland, the PS3 game. I think that was Housemarque. Not entirely sure if that was. But the point is, beautiful looking game, interesting powers and abilities, but no world building whatsoever. It gave me no reason to want to play, no reason why I should care. In this game though, all this had was like 2 or 3 minutes at the beginning, set up, hey, this is the current bit of the story. There we go. What is that crystal thing? Oh, okay. Can't destroy that. I wonder if we can use... No, they don't work either. I'll get the timing of the buttons right for this.
Health low.
Oh, okay, it's probably going to be the boss of this level.
Health low.
So it can't shoot us through there, but we can shoot it. Look at all these little particles effects. Alright, not bad for my first time playing this game. It is a little weird having to jump on R1 and then having to do R1, L1 combinations quite quick with each other. It's a little weird. it can take a little getting used to. I can imagine how just 1-1 could put people off. I wonder if there was a demo for this game at the time and what they actually used for it. Having 1-1 would make complete sense. I just don't really remember the marketing for this game, other than I think the particle effects and the crazy stuff happening on screen. So far, backgrounds, you've seen what's happening in the background, all the attacks, the explosions. It's kind of cool that there's stuff happening around us. Just perhaps these buildings look a bit too in shape from the inside compared to how bad things are going on the outside. Like, there's all this crystal stuff happening, but so far, not really been an issue. And you can see we're looking for 3 people this time. So I'm wondering if one thing that happened was that people were beelining for the exit, getting a low score, not really understanding why, and it could be what they weren't doing was saving everyone. Oh, you see what I did there? Nah. Oh. Okay. I don't know why I'm having such trouble with the controls. I'm not feeling any lag.
Overcharge ready.
So it's not like... is it just the bomb? The bomb? How do I do this again? Ah, fair enough. They got teleporters, so why aren't they just, you know, getting out quickly? Why is there one up here? Is there anything up here? Nope. Whoa, they take a little bit more to defeat. I guess that is one thing, is that some of the enemies take more than you think they would. So almost like we're underpowered. Can I look down? No, I can't look down. Okay, there is a down. Is there any more down? I don't think so. Ah, I didn't know this before, but checkpoint heals you. Okay. I do have the overdrive, so that's an option. Gotta time this.
0G. Overcharge.
There we go.
Multiplier up.
Oh, it was a little bit of a break up there.
Multiplier lost.
Things didn't look as detailed as they would. What do you get when you watch a YouTube video and it's like confetti and dust and sand and stuff? That just for a brief moment, it doesn't feel like a proper 1080p picture. It feels lower resolution. That's why I was curious. Well, one of the things I wanted to check out was, with all this stuff happening on screen, did it still look a crisp 20? Did it still look a crisp 1080p picture or not? And honestly, I don't think it does.
Multiplier up. Multiplier up. Overcharge ready. Overcharge.
That's cool. Now I'm remembering I've got an overdrive. It looks much cooler to use it. I mean, it said they was going to use a controller. They could have, coming out of the controller, overdrive charged. Or, you know, something else like that. Even just a beep or boop. Now we've still got 2 people to find. I wonder where they are. With all this technology, you think there would be like a life sign detector or something, so it will tell us where to go.
Multiplier down. Multiplier lost.
Ah, it's like some of these simple enemies seem to take more bullets than you expect they would, especially this early on in the game. If they were leveling up, becoming more powerful because of more familiarity with the red stuff, or the alien stuff, or because of weapons research, then yeah, I would understand a power creep, but it immediately feels like they're more powerful than they should be. So that is perhaps one criticism of the game at the moment. Yeah, we'll go down. Just thought that might be defending humans or something. Oh, no, nothing here. One nice thing about Resogun is that it would show you if you've missed someone. So that's why I'm wondering if this will do the same thing. Like this person here, if I free them, will it be the one in the middle or will it be the one on the end? How am I going to... Why won't it open? Is there people in this one? Or is it just a crystal? Can't see anyone in there. I'm guessing it could be a decoy. Because I can't seem to do anything with it. So I can't see anyone in there either. Ah, I avoided that. Oh, the grey there. That's what I call stream tearing. Basically, there's no information. There's no video, so it can't send any signal. Can't send any video image because there is no image. Oh man! Ooh, look at that effect. That's cool. But because this video stream is always constant, if something's missing, it's normally just maybe a frame or two. So the grey comes up, and it's only brief. Right, that's one way of dealing with it. Those crystals are up there as well. There's the other one, there we go. See, you're just out of reach.
Multiplier up.
It's a satisfying vibration with that. Well, so far, the game is doing a real good job.
Multiplier lost.
Whoa. It's doing a real good job being streamed from the network. But the game itself does feel like it has a few little issues. Like, we've got a new enemy type and no tutorial about it. Yeah, I'll leave that. Now, this is going to be a Metroid scenario where things are going to come up from the bottom, or are we safe here? I think we're good. And we can't go back. So we went left, and I wanted to see what happens if we went right, but...
Multiplier up. Overcharge ready.
Whoa!
Multiplier up.
Oh, look at all this. It's cool.
Multiplier up.
There we go, that was nice to look at. So this game feels perhaps a little bit more like a technological achievement, technological showcase for the PS4 rather than a piece of technology. So we found one person. Oh, okay, we're still going.
Multiplier down. Multiplier overcharge ready.
See, now we've got some destruction happening inside. Now it feels more in line with what we're seeing around the city and the story itself.
Multiplier up. Multiplier up.
Okay. Oh, I thought that was going to be much more difficult than it was.
Multiplier down.
I guess one nice thing is that our multiplier isn't going down when we get hit.
Multiplier down.
Well, I say that, it's already down to 5, so I'm doing something wrong. Fast load times. Imagine on PS5 if this game was remade. That'd be perhaps instant.
Multiplier
Like,
down.
whoa! See the macro blocking on screen there. Now that's a rough. Yeah, that's not good.
Multiplier down.
But yeah, going back to the Ratchet and Clank thing on PS5. One of the things they touted was the instant. Well, I say instant, but almost instant switching to new environments when you go through the portals. Here we just had that in Matterfall. We've got a prime example of that being done on PS4. Again, not instant. Certainly on PS5 it's a lot faster. Ah, come on. These enemies, they do work harder. Whoa. I got to stun these ones.
Health low.
Now those are dangerous. They were shooting the ground and things were coming up attacking me. Still expecting more humans.
Health low.
Nah, it's just too far away. I hope there is some upgrades, because this weapon already feels annoying. Okay, I've got a feeling that I did find the other human, and I was just using the wrong weapon on it. So that's my mistake. Oh no, I do need to go this way. Yeah, you can see the hitching and stuttering. It's holding together mostly, but it's not a perfect streaming experience. But critically, whilst it's not going great,
Health low.
what we are getting, it doesn't feel like it's suffering too bad because of it. Like the controls still feel good, the graphics still look good. Ah, why is this game just a little bit more difficult than I expect to control? There has to be user error, surely. I'm wondering if there's a boss coming up. A boss on the elevator. Huh. This could be a test to see how things hold up. We're going to have a whole load of enemies.
Multiplier up.
Okay, maybe not. What was that? It said interact. Did it do anything? Is that the elevator? Yeah, okay, it's the elevator.
Multiplier up.
Whoa.
Multiplier down.
Yeah, we got one to come through there. Yeah, I knew you'd come out. I guess one of the things that I'm starting to think of that's making this a little weird is how thin my gun is. The beams coming out feel kinda
Multiplier lost.
thin,
Health
because
low.
everything else feels a little bit, well, not thin. So it could be why you gotta be a bit more precise with aiming than you're perhaps used to in these type of games. Like there's no lock-on help. It is basically going where you're going and not really locking you onto enemies. And with it being a thin beam of weapons, of energy, it could be why it's feeling a little weird. Well, there we go, that's another one done. After this round, I will check the leaderboards just to double check they are still up. I know with the QT30 video on Numblast, it was very surprising to see that old PS3 game, what, 8 years older than this game, still had online leaderboards. But with cloud streaming, Sony do the bare minimum, so they don't warn you if certain features don't really work. They don't fix the games, patch the service to stop you using features that don't work anymore. So yeah, I would like to double check the online stuff. I thought there was something up there. Huh. I guess more destructible environments would have been cool. I guess that would be something they might have been able to add in like the second one, if there was a second one. Oh, I thought I was avoiding it. I guess my aim is just not as good as it used to be. Okay, I'm looking for 4 people now. So we've got to do a bit more exploring, checking all the way left, all the way right. And there we go. It'd be cool if instead of there being civilians, if one of them was like a scientist and they would be able to upgrade your suit or abilities. That would be one way in universe to give you more powers and abilities the better you played. But then the risk is that would make it not accessible to people who are perhaps not great at the game.
Multiplier up. Multiplier lost.
I didn't see what was over here. I didn't see if there was just going to be some bonus points. I wish I could do something about those, but I can't.
0G. G. Multiplier up.
Oh, I missed that one. They got me. Before I got them all. Yeah, I don't want to waste time with these guys. That will do nicely. That's the checkpoint, so not there yet. Gotta see what's up here. At least this game isn't sending us on wild goose chases. If there's a bridge to somewhere, it's typically to somewhere for something. And thankfully there's no fall damage.
Multiplier up.
Alright, what else is up here then? A double jump doesn't always seem to be as useful as I would hope.
Multiplier lost.
Oh, shoot. I think with these wings on my back, I would be able to actually fly. But no, it just seems to be glide. It's kind of also why I feel like there would be an upgrade for actual flight. Alright, it's number 2. Good. Can we try and get all 4 in this one? I don't know. kind of want that shield to, like, press the button and the shield will stay on the screen. Oh. Didn't feel like it was my best moment there. Ooh, see that grey? That's the stream tearing. Thankfully, with there being so many checkpoints, if the stream was to kick us off, it would be bad, of course, but it wouldn't be catastrophic. We would lose some progress, but it's starting to feel like we wouldn't lose too much.
Multiplier up.
I bet there was a civilian in that hole there. And we've missed that completely, I reckon. Well, at least the way this game is built, it's built for replayability, for going back, for beating high scores. But that also means if you made a mistake, you can go back and get the people you missed, maybe. Wow, if you're really next to them, you can't hit them, can you? That's a little strange. Ah! I can almost see that happening just as I press the button. I was hoping that was going to stun that a bit more than it did. The checkpoint there, so we know we can't go back. So whatever we need to do, it's got to be around here somewhere. We've got these. But no human crystals. And what it would be frustrating if that little hole on the elevator journey down, if that was actually where the people were. Or one of the people. Oh, you can see on the top there, the one on the left is flashing. So that either means the one on the left is nearby, or that's what we're looking for in this specific area. But that does mean the one in the middle's gone, which must have been in that hole that I saw on the elevator. Yeah. Ah. Ah. Super mode. What do we think? Oh, that's so not fun. But yes, that's where the other person was. Oh, 3 out of 4 isn't too bad, I suppose. Oh. Thankfully, there's one on the bottom there. It's nice that you're able to, as you can see this bridge, it starts to destabilize. You can stabilize it again. That's a cool effect. There's a lot of nice little visual touches to this game, and streaming it from the cloud service doesn't diminish that. We can still see a lot of the small touches. It's just that, yes, we have had a lot of other things that get in the way.
Multiplier down. Multiplier up. Overcharge ready.
Ooh, it's doing well, it's holding up. He did a great job there holding up. I didn't notice any dips or anything. Ooh. I hit the wrong button. Whoa, that was cool.
Multiplier up. Multiplier down. Multiplier lost.
I still feel like L2, when you do this bubble, should act kind of like the gun does. So it should act like L1. Falling apart here, come on. Let's get to the end here. Because a part of me keeps going for L2 and I don't know why.
Health low.
You know what it is about this game and its controls that I'm finding so difficult. I bet the data they got from people playing this game was very interesting about how people were pressing the wrong buttons or right buttons or whatever. Oh, here we go. Like, I want that to be a beam weapon. Instead of just firing bullets, we can fire a beam. That would be really cool.
Multiplier up. Multiplier lost. Multiplier up. Overcharge ready.
Well, I don't want to use up my kind of turbo stuff. I want to save it for what bound to be a boss character coming up.
Multiplier up.
Look at all these pieces. It is kind of a side-scrolling knack in a way, isn't it?
Multiplier down.
I wonder if knack's on this streaming service. That would be an interesting one to try out. Again, it's another one of these games that have lots of particles, but with it being a launch game, it was just a little bit rougher than some of the other launch titles. I have knack and I've completed it, so it's probably why I've not really thought about getting it or using it. But again, it would be interesting to see what that is like. Okay, I'm not saying Knack's the next game, but Knack is in consideration to be a game in the series, if it's on the service. If it's Knack 2, I could try Knack 2 instead. With it being a later game, it's possible that that has even more particles, more explosions and stuff, so it's possible that it might be an even bigger challenge. Are these things respawning on me here? If you follow the side, you know respawning enemies are not one of my favourite things. Like, if you've done a room, you've done a room, in my opinion. You shouldn't have to clear it out again. I'm aiming too high.
Health low.
Oh, those things can run faster than I can. Ah! It's a tough little section, this bit. Ah, all the way back here. Now this is sucking.
Multiplier up. Multiplier lost. Multiplier up. Multiplier up. Overcharge ready.
Well, we're getting through it, not too bad, but still a shame that we have to do it again.
Multiplier down. Multiplier lost.
Oh man, I could have sworn I got them all. What? Again, ah. Perhaps I should just focus on getting up there. It don't stun them for very long, does it?
Health low.
Oh man, did even worse that time. Well, thankfully, this game doesn't have lives. It gives you a bonus for not dying, but other than that, you're free to take as many chances as you need. So I do appreciate that. It kind of makes it more open. But in terms of it being streamed, it's also a good thing, because if there is a streaming hiccup, yes, you're dead, but you haven't lost continues, you haven't lost lives, you just restart from the last checkpoint.
Overcharge ready. Multiplier up. Multiplier
I
down.
haven't had anything come through the controller yet either. I wonder what's up with that. It was an option. It hasn't been used.
Multiplier up. Multiplier down.
And that was spider. Like, why can't I pick that up? Alright, we're back up here.
Multiplier down. Multiplier down. Overcharge.
Screw it. I know I was saving it for the boss, but
Multiplier up.
kind of need to use it here. Hopefully we'll get a bit of a recharge.
Multiplier up.
Yes, I do keep forgetting about that other weapon we've got.
Multiplier up. Overcharge
I'm so glad I
ready.
just tried to see how effective it would be against those big walking robots, and oh yes. I will be using the grenades more now, for sure.
Multiplier down.
Wow, that really covered up the screen, didn't it? Those grenades seem to be mostly effective.
Multiplier down. Multiplier down.
Oh, we're getting further, but it's not getting far enough. Oh, back here. Feels like checkpointing could do with a little bit more work.
Multiplier up. Overcharge ready. Multiplier up. Multiplier down. Multiplier lost.
Oh, it's getting a little bit rough, the stream, and I am noticing that it doesn't look as crisp as it once did. Difficult to say if it's a resolution drop or perhaps still like 1080p but a drop in bit rate. I don't know what PlayStation Plus Premium streams the bitrate as. So just for example, if it was streaming at, let's say 10,000, it felt like what we just went through there felt rough. Maybe it dropped down to 6,000 or 5,000 or even less. So whilst it was still trying to do a 1080p picture, because of the bitrate drop, yeah, it looked rough. So sometimes the service will drop bitrate, sometimes it drops resolution, sometimes it's both.
Health low.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to use all the power-ups here.
Multiplier up.
That was nicely done.
Multiplier up.
Ooh.
Overcharge ready.
Okay.
Multiplier up.
Get in there, get in back there. Cool, you see that? Spawned right where I was standing. See, these bombs are not good against the raw red stuff.
Multiplier down.
Oh man, when I fall down, a part of me keeps thinking I'm going to grab the edge and perhaps hang, but that's never what happens. Oh, finally. No, there's no save, no recharge. Oh, what's going to happen now? Oh, thank goodness, level complete. So let's have a look at leaderboards. Are they still going? Yeah. It only keeps the top 1,000. So me being 1,001, you can just look at the scores and go, it's a 3 million difference. Okay. So online leaderboards still work for this game. The helmet could do a bit more work. I guess they're doing their best to avoid looking completely like Metroid and Samus, but the wings help, but the helmet, the green just goes far too low. Maybe if they changed the green to a different colour, like faded as it went down, perhaps that would make more sense. Well, that's Matterfall. Let's go to the PS4's network speed test and let's see. Well, these are weapons I don't have. Yeah, let's see what speeds I'm working with today. So let's head there now. Alright, so in settings, you go to network, and in network, test internet connection. My internet is wired into the PS4, so the upload speed is really bad, but the download speed is really, really good. Yeah, upload, often in the 30s, see it down 9.7 is a bit shocking. So Matterfall, Part 1's experience is pretty good. As a game that's being streamed, the frequent checkpoints do help. So if there is a disconnection, you have a kind of a 50-50 chance of getting to a checkpoint, or not losing too much because the checkpoint wasn't too long ago, which really does work for it. It also kind of holds up pretty well. Some of the enemies are a little small, and so is your character sometimes, so in the explosions, if there is a dip in bitrate or dip in resolution, yes, you can lose things, and that is a bit of a downside. But for Part 1, I would say it's a game that can be streamed, and it's probably a good one. I wouldn't perhaps go so far as to say it's a great game. We've seen with a lot of particles on the screen, the stream does struggle a little bit. But thankfully, the stream recovers very, very quickly. Once the particles are gone, that's usually the end of the enemies attacking. That's usually when you then move on. So when you do move on, everything comes back to normal somewhat. So yeah, for Part 1 is good. And of course, there will be a Part 2. So until Part 2, or until I see you checking out some of the other videos, playlists, or YouTube shorts we have, or maybe I'll see you over at Ko-fi, because as a small YouTube channel we get no money from YouTube, but Ko-fi allows us to get PayPal donations, and we have a couple of subscription tiers as well. But wherever or whenever I see you again, please take care.